welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be learning how to make the double crochet stitch. The double crochet stitch was the first stitch taught to me by my grandmother, so it is near and dear to my heart. So to begin, I have my yarn and my crochet hook, and I'm going to begin by making a slip knot. And you can make a slip knot however you like. If you don't know how to make a slip knot, I do have some video tutorials on how to do a slip knot and how to make a foundation chain, which is what I'm about to do next. So I'm going to go ahead, and for this particular demo, I want to have 10 sets of double crochet. So I'm going to make my foundation chain of 10, and then I'm going to give you two options on how to begin. Okay, so we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So some people like to begin their double crochet with the chain of 3. So you would do a chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you would skip down 4 crochet stitches and start in your 5th one. And the first 3 here act as your first double crochet. Now that's not my preference. I tend to find that when I do that, I get a little bit of a gap in the sides of my double crochet. So what I'll do is I'll actually do an additional chain of 2, and then I'll count back to the 3rd hook from the chain. So 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to yarn over, and this is how we begin our double crochet, and I'm going to go into that 3rd chain from the hook. Then I'm going to yarn over again and pull through. Now you have 3 chains on your hook. 1, 2, 3. So the double crochet means that we're not going to pull through all 3 at the same time, because that would be a half double crochet. We're going to yarn over and pull through just 2. And then we're going to yarn over and pull through 2 again. And what I like about doing that chain of 2 here is it allows you to have a nice loop here to work in. If you don't do the chain of 2, if you just do the chain of 3 and have that count as your first double crochet, when you're turning around and coming back, you have to make sure you get into that 3rd loop from the chain. And I think that this technique is a little bit easier. So I'm going to yarn over again, go into the next chain on my foundation chain, next loop on my foundation chain, yarn over, pull through 3 loops, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And now I have 2, and the 2 is demarcated, you can see by the chains on top. 1, 2. The other reason I don't like to do a starting chain of 3 is I find that it leaves a little hole right here in the beginning and creates an unnecessarily lacy look to a pattern that I don't want. Okay, so to continue, I'm going to yarn over, go through the next loop on my chain, pull through, and now I have 3 loops on my chain. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to yarn over again, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now I have 3 double crochets. Now your tension will matter with the double crochet stitch, so you want to kind of keep just that perfect amount of tension where you're not too tight or too loose. So I've yarned over, going through, pull through, 1, 2, 3, only pull through 2, yarn over, and then pull through the last 2. So I'm going to keep going and working at a little bit of a faster clip just to get us to the end. So you can see how this goes, and I'm going to demo this again on the 2nd row, so you'll get to see the half double crochet again. But we're making our way. And into our last one. Okay, so we have our chain of 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now at this point, like I said, you have the option to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn your work. And if you choose to do it this way, you would not, this first stitch right here, you would skip that one because your chain of 3 would count as that first stitch, and you'd go ahead and yarn over and go into the 2nd stitch along your pattern. So you can see just like that. Like I said, when you do that, you tend to get a little bit of a bigger gap. You can see a bigger gap here compared to here. So I'm going to show you the way that I like to do it. So I'll go ahead and take this out, and I'm now at the end of my first row, and I'm going to go ahead and chain 2. And you chain 2 because this is a double crochet. If this was a single crochet, you would chain 1. Now these 2 don't count as a chain, and you're going to go ahead and turn, and then you're going to yarn over and go right back into that first loop. So we're going to go right back in there, yarn over, and you have your 3 loops that go along with your double crochet. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and it creates a little bit of a better edge. I find that it's not so lumpy bumpy or has gaps, and you'll see that as I continue to work this. So we're going to yarn over, go into the next chain, or the next double crochet stitch from the previous row, and go ahead. So one more time, yarn over, go through the loop, pull through. You have 3 loops, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And you can see that that's coming along very nicely. So one more time, I yarn over, go through, you can see right there where I'm going through. I am not going through the in-between area of the chains. Of the double crochets, I'm just going through the top 2 right there. Pull through, 1, 2, and 3, pull through 2, pull through 2. One more time, yarn over, go through the top 2 loops, pull through, 3 loops, 1, 2, 3, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2 again. And you can kind of see how it's coming together really nicely. So I'm going to move a little bit faster now and go through to get to the end so I can do another turning chain with you. A little bit more yarn. And we did the last one. And you can see that this was the first chain that we started with before. So, but there's only 1 loop on top. So I'm going to go ahead and go through that loop, pull through 2, pull through 2 again. And now I'm ready to do my turning chain. So chain 2, turn your work. And now remember, you're going to go into that same first single crochet. So you're going to yarn over, go into just the top 2 loops, pull through, 3 loops on your chain, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then we'll go ahead and do it one last time, going through that double crochet, and there we go. So I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up. Liking the videos really does help to grow this channel so I can do more free tutorials. I will have a link below to learning how to do a slip knot and a foundation chain, as well as a link to my blog so you can actually see more pictures and patterns of this as we go along. Thank you and happy crocheting!